Hi everyone, it's Jo. Welcome back to another episode of the Dream Journal. If you are new here, the Dream Journal is like a little series that I do on my channel where I talk about my craziest dreams and I let other people share their own as well. This episode's going to be really crazy, but before I get into it and into my dream that I had, I just wanted to let you know that I'm sorry that I only posted one episode and never actually, did the rest that I had planned. But trust me, that's all going to change. As you can see, I'm uploading more frequently. Probably not as frequently as you'd like it to be, but, things happen. Life happens. I'm doing everything at once and all on my own. So, things happen. I upload when I can, and that just happens to be today. So this is a dream. You'll see this happening in like the next dream that I have, that I'll be telling as well. That's my Jordan Peele dream. It's absolutely batshit, but you'll see this happening. But like Walmart is a staple in some of my dreams, and I don't understand why it is, but every time I go to Walmart in a dream, some crazy shit's about to happen, and you'll figure that out in this dream, which I had on October 29th of the year 2020, and I was going back through my dream journal because my dream journal is on my notes in my notes app, and just because it's like easy access, I always check my notifications or when I wake up in the morning, and I also have to shut off my alarm, so that's easily the first thing that I grab, so it's just easier for my dream journal to be on like my phone. And so that's where this dream is placed, and this dream is kind of crazy. It's very much all over the place, so you'll have to stay with me as you continue to hear about it. And as always, if you feel called to share a dream with me, you can always email me, and I'll give you a little email link down below in the description. And so let's get right into the dream. So this dream, I believe, has 3 to 4 scene changes, and I believe the fourth one is more so not really a scene change but a perspective change. So I forgot the beginning of this dream, but I was at my boyfriend's house, and we were having dinner, and we ordered Olive Garden for some unknown reason. We ordered Olive Garden. My parents came over, and the delivery girl was in the dining room, and she saw a bottle of scotch, which was probably my dad's because he enjoys a nice scotch, not cheap shit, like very nice scotch. And so, but she was like, she looked at us, my boyfriend and I, because in the year 2020, we both weren't 21. And so she was like, okay, you're not 21, why do you have a bottle of scotch, in your house? And then, but first, why are you peeking in my house to begin with? Just give me the food and get out, but whatever. And so then she saw, the grill outside. I don't know how she saw the grill, when it's in, the backyard, But she saw the grill and was like, oh, you're making food while I'm coming over later, and then left. And we were all like, that was weird as fuck. I hope she doesn't come back. And then we just continued on with our dinner and everything. So we began to eat the Olive Garden that this weirdo delivery lady brought us. And my dad barely ate because I don't know if he had something up with his stomach or anything, or if it was just he didn't have an appetite that day, but he barely ate, and my mom kept giving him shit about it and was like, you need to eat, whatever. And so they got into a big argument, and so me and my boyfriend were just looking at each other throughout this whole thing, and my dad didn't want to burden us with their problems, so they kind of just left at that point. And so as they left, we cleaned up the dinner, and he was like, my boyfriend was like, we got to get new pots and pans. And of course I asked him why, and he shows me the sink. It's an art sink. So if you ever saw like what an art sink looks like, paint everywhere, it's pretty much clogged all the time, just really messy. It's like supposed to be messy. It's supposed to be for you to like clean out everything and everything like that, but yeah, pretty messy, just to say the least. And he shows me a pot that has concrete in it, and then a pan with like a raised hole. So you know when like you poke like through something, say you're like have like a pencil and you poke through it with plastic and it's like really, really tight, and then you have a hole, but it's also like raised to some sense. That's what was in like the pan. So I left to go get more cookware, and we ended up going to Walmart, me and my cousins. Somehow my cousins just dropped in. And so we were buying stuff, but like I saw boots that I really wanted, so it wasn't really like Walmart, but it was Walmart in like a department store at the same time. I don't know if that mashup like exists anywhere. I hope it doesn't, but it was like Walmart and a department store at the same time. So I saw some boots that I really, really wanted, and I told my cousins to hold my cart while I go look, right? And then I tried one on, and then it all just kind of went to shit afterwards. Like, it was a bit of a weirdo like moment. It was kind of like a weird morphing into a different I don't know, atmosphere, a different place, a different scenery, especially a different just a different setting is what I'm trying to explain to you. But yeah, it was a different setting, and so suddenly I was in a mansion, and I was trying on like the boots still, but I was also trying on more things, more upscale things, and I come to the realization like, this is my mansion, you know? I literally own this house, I own this estate. And of course I have staff because I am like elite in the elite class. And so I tell one of my staff members to, you know, go like check for like the people downstairs, because apparently I was having a party. But they were kind of like crazy and a bit, they were a bit weird, right? And so before they went to go check on like my party guests and like let them in or whatever, they went to gather the other servants. They were like the head staff. They went to go gather the other servants and made them bear animalistic qualities. It's really weird. Like, they would have on like masks and stuff. Like, one was an elephant, one was a rat, and one specifically that I remember being a part of was the lion. And I believe that, well, let's just get back to it. So yeah, one was a cat and it had claws, and yeah, and the other ones like were just, you know, other types of animals. But the one that I had, which is the person that I morphed into because it was a different perspective, I morphed into the lion, right? And so I had lion characteristics, but, you know, obviously it wasn't me anymore. I wasn't the person like owning the estate. I was one of the staff members, and it was just, we were having a terrible time. We were being treated like shit. The lower staff members, not like the one that's crazy, because that is the one that's oppressive in this scenario. And yeah, so we were just like, I was just observing the scene from the perspective of the lion, and the head servant was like, it's party time and I have to go check on the guests, make sure that everyone is doing as they're told. And, you know, they're like, I don't know, it's a very weird scenario because we were locked, we were all in a room and it was locked, but then he's like, make sure everyone's doing what they're told. But how can we do what we're told to do if you lock us in the room, right? So it's a very much weird situation. And so we take this as an opportunity to escape, right? It's very much it's very much weird, but we take this as an opportunity to escape. And I remember looking outside of a window, and this is just from my memory. I remember looking outside of a window and seeing all these guests just come in the door, and they're absolutely beautiful, right? Beautiful, stunning dresses, stunning just accessories, just very much important air about them. And I, was just in awe of that. And so then we go back, and so the lion goes and checks on, not the lion, but like the person in charge checks on all the guests, and then the lion's face comes up to all of the staff members, and they like come up with a plan to escape. But one looked out the door, so they were like letting people in, and there's like a little staff door for like staff members to like sneak in, because obviously you don't want them, ruining the aesthetic of your front door. But yeah, so they go through the staff door and look outside, and all of the guests were being turned into weird shit. Like, one was being turned into a doll, another one was being turned into like, those monkeys that like have like the symbols and they're like clapping and stuff. That's what another one was being turned into. They were just being turned into really weird child items, and it was very much weird. So we all climb out the window because we can't go out the servant door because there is a guard there. So I remember this. I didn't write this down in my notes, but I do remember this. When that person peeked out of the door, they got yelled at severely. Like, they were being berated. Like things were being said to that person that should not have been said. And it was very much things that were very personal to that person. I can tell that they had some deeply rooted trauma with the things that were being said to them, and it just made them cower and obviously go back inside. And so yeah, that wasn't an option to go out that way, because we didn't want to deal with that either. But on top of that, we don't want to like risk our lives in like our chance to escape, and so, or our effort to escape. And so we climb out the window, we meaning the lion, like, and the rest of the staff members, because again, I am owning the estate, so I'm up like getting ready for the party, or like coming down to like meet my guests and everything. Well, my guests, because they're all being turned into children's toys, so I mean, whatever, no big deal. But yeah, they climb out the window and we are like running to the car, and we just like, it's like a very tiny car, but it's like, it's one of those old cars that everyone like jokes on, like they see it, and then if like one of their friends have it, they're like, you have such a shitty car, you need to like upgrade or whatever. It's like one of those cars. And I hop in the back seat. The lion, who I'm like viewing from a perspective, hops in the back seat, and we got caught, right? But it was a very much subtle like getting caught thing. We got caught, and so a person started coming over to the car that we were hiding in. So I hid under the jacket. So I'm guessing that car was the person's, like, that I was viewing out of. So it was the lion's car. And yeah, so I hid under that jacket that was in the back, and that was that. That was the end of the dream. I don't remember if we ended up escaping or not, or like what was happening. I'm pretty sure, you know, I ended up being, what's that word? Inanimate. I ended up being an inanimate, oh my god, object. And yeah, it was very weird, very crazy, and that was my dream that I had on October 29th of 2020. I don't know what this dream means. To be honest, I couldn't tell you. I think I have like an idea. So we see themes like the fighting, and then we have, you know, Walmart, chaos, literally. That's probably why it's just in my dreams sometimes. It's just a symbol of chaos because I hate Walmart. It's so chaotic. But yeah, so we have the fighting, we have the chaos, we have the boots, and then we have, of all things, animalistic, you know, I don't know, behavior. And then we have magic as well. So it's very weird to me because I don't know if who I was like part of the elite, or if it was just, you know, I was just rich and it was like some fantasy world where my magician servant was, you know, betraying me or something like that. But yeah, it was very much crazy, and I still don't know what that dream meaning is, what the meaning of that dream is. So if you have any sort of ideas about what it could mean, let me know in the comments, please. And if you have any dreams that you would like to, you know, disclose to everyone else on this channel, everyone else who watches the Dream Journal, then yeah, you can go down in the description, email me at info@jojobaa.com, jojobaastudios.com, and yeah, that'll be where you can, you know, place your dream, and I'll be sure to read it in the next episode. And also like shout you out and give you credit, obviously. But yeah, so that was my dream. It was pretty much crazy. I have a lot of these dreams. I have dreams that make you think twice about what reality is. Because what the fuck was that, and why did I dream it? I don't remember. Like these are the dreams that like I don't end up remembering until I go back and looking at them. I have one dream that I was going to share with you guys today that I don't remember at all. So maybe I'll be in the next episode if no one submits a dream. But yeah, that was my dream, and I hope it was entertaining for you guys as it was for me. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more of the Dream Journal or anything else that's, you know, created by me, you can follow me at jojobaa on Instagram and Twitter. It's 2 B's, 2 A's for Twitter, but 2 A's for Instagram. Subscribe as well. And all of my social media links will be down in the description. And if you want to work with me, then you can just visit jojobaastudios.com and see what I offer, like my programs, my courses, etc. I post updates about what's going on in my business on my Instagram account, so you might want to follow that too. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day or night. You're probably watching this at night because this is a nighttime setting, very much bedtime story-esque. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for being here. Bye.